Hello, all, and welcome back to First Impressions. For my, first impressions of Incredibles 2. Yes, I know I'm late to this. No dick. I watched it on Netflix. This time, unlike the last week, with the subtitles on, because that way I actually understand what the characters are saying. Ooh. The first movie I went to in a long time was freaking Captain Marvel. And the second was Endgame. And that's the last movie I went to. I don't go to movies much anymore. Not when I'm trying to save money to fix my computer up so I don't have to have my camera set to such shitty settings. It's not like I'm happy with this, with my recording quality. I'm not. But until I can get an upgraded CPU, which won't happen, so at least I get this computer cleaned down so I can at least and everything cleaned out properly. And then, which won't happen until I get the money for that, and it just keeps going on, because real life's bitch. And, despite what many wires on the internet will say, passion isn't enough to do YouTube. It actually costs money to do it. Only takes so long. Sorry, that's a lot of frustration bleeding through there. Point is, my opinions on the movies. I really should be talking about the movies. Great start, me. Okay. I liked it. I don't think it was as good as the original. But, for me, a good sequel doesn't need to be as good or surpass the original. Just as long as it's still good. As long as it's as long as it's still a pretty good movie, then I will generally enjoy it. That's the key thing. The sequel can be worse, as long as, it's at least as, not as good, but still a good, solid, entertaining, and great movie. Well, of course it would be. It's made by Pixar. It's got the same cast, the same characters, right? Like the first movie. It's like Ghostbusters 2. Lots of people write Ghostbusters 2, but Ghostbusters 2 was still another adventure with the Ghostbusters. I liked it. That did detract from the experience of the first one. It was still pretty freaking good. This is the same way. I actually think this is a better sequel than Ghostbusters 2, but that's neither here nor there. Like always, in this case, I put these in my notes. I like to go over my 3 things I like, 3 things I dislike. Quite often those involve spoilers, so I will only go into them when spoiler mode is activated. But I will go into the ones that are safe. Family dynamic. If you've seen the first one, you know the family dynamic is the best part of the movie. Superpower fights and everything are good, but it's the family dynamic that is really where it's the interactions between Helen and Bob, Vi and Nash, their parents, and of course, a great amount of humor that came from the Jack Jack short, which is actually alright part of the movie this time. So So yeah, that was like one of the best parts of the last movie, and it's still pretty good here. Like, I just don't understand exactly what. I was like, think about that. Ace first time, ace that part second time. This movie might not be as good, but partly because I think it worked because it's the first time we were seeing it, but still. Second thing, Edna. Edna's a great character. She doesn't take up much of the first movie, doesn't take up much of the second movie, but most times, she's great. She's Edna. She's Edna Moon. She's hilarious. And, her involvement here is just irritating now as it was then. I mentioned my dislikes, but they're all spoilers. I will say, yeah, I had to think a bit. Think quite a bit about what my dislikes and likes were. That could be considered both a compliment in regards to dislikes and a insult in the likes. But while some things, like family dynamic, went down instantly. It's not a matter so much of there not being a lot of things I like in the movie. It's just a lot of them weren't popping out. Again, it's not as good as the first movie. And the same goes for the dislikes. It's not that the movie was terrible. Was fantastic. It's just the flaws didn't really pop out much, requiring a lot of time to think about it. But still a solid movie. Still, anything else? Nope. Right, so now the spoiler warning has been initiated. Vi and Tony. Like, I think there's like 5 or 6 times in my notes where I just wrote down 4, 5. Because, oh my god, she gained some real confidence and attracts the attention of her crush, her longtime crush. Asks her out. And then he gets his memory wipe of her. And it just keeps that scene where she wrote her address on his locker, what she thinks is stood up. Her finding out his reaction, where she starts to slip dangerously close to the yandere meter with her reaction. Like, oh boy, she's majorly coming off like she's crazy. She was crazy in that bit. Oh, thankfully that works out. The restaurant. Just so many times. Or by. I'm like, oh, I sympathize so much. And that's one of my likes, because while my heart goes out to her, it was also funny as shit. Dislikes. Unless I'm horribly misunderstanding what she was wearing, the big villain of the movie was wearing a super suit. Even though she was all about hating the super suit. And, of course, let's not even get into the fact that it's pretty clear that for all the rants about how she associates supers being back with how her brother associates supers with it being around with having parents and as a child for it, it's pretty clear that she associates the supers being gone with her parents dying. Or miraculously, her dad dying when the supers not saving, didn't save him. So she resents them. And she calls him childish. But yeah, she wears a super suit, so moving on her rants, it just comes just a wee bit hypocritical. Hero's not being suspicious. Well, I understand the guy turned out alright, the sister was a villain, and this was so much like what would happen with Syndrome. Nobody was that suspicious after what happened with Syndrome. I mean, yeah, this guy actually was connected to the project and worked with Rick. But still, a mite of suspicion would have been nice, guys. And, didn't they all see Jack display his superpowers at the end of the first movie? Like, that's literally what led to Syndrome's death, I believe. The baby's superpowers acting up. Falling from the sky. And then saving the baby while Syndrome gets her mind. Which almost happens to Mr. Gribble in this movie. So some things. One of the things is, it was pretty obvious one of them was a villain, at least. It was. Partly because of the previous movie, partly because the whole thing was just suspicious in some way, and it only got more so each time. Welcome back, Elastigirl. In the first incident. The second incident, it just became increasingly obvious that that this had to be set up. She was deliberately being led to these things. And when the sister made the machine, it just became obvious to me that, she had been shot. There was some sort of fake out, and lo and behold, totally the guy with his master room has no idea where he is or what's happening or what people did to him. It was kind of obvious. Due to this squirming square, it did squirm to avoid some plot points I thought were going to happen. Oh, I did actually see two things in this movie before seeing it, but I know. Well, they're kind of spoiling. I completely forgot them. And one of them was barely even that. First, I'd seen the scene, bits and pieces of the scene from the restaurant. For some reason, I thought Frozone was in it. I've seen it dozens of times. I've just always clicked out or stopped the video or whatever to avoid actually seeing it. And I'd seen Helen with a hypno goggles. I just completely forgot those existed. And they were slapped on her face. Yeah. I was, for some reason, predicted. But anyway, that's my incorrect predictions. For one thing, I thought that the house they were staying in was secretly Syndrome's. I mean, it was mentioned that the house was is owned by an eccentric rich person who likes being able to come and go whenever he pleases. That really did feel like either it was Syndrome or another super. It makes no sense for an actual normal rich person to do that. Then there was the fact I thought this was going to turn into a plot where early on, admittedly, and that went away fairly quickly. But still, for a while there, I did think that this was going to turn into one of those plots where, Helen gets too into being a solo superhero and doesn't really want to go back. Isn't really ready to go back to her family and everything until things force it. Thankfully, no, they didn't do that entire plot, and so. And they did have the whole dad failing to actually keep his kids, but in the book, plus points, it wasn't a complete failure. Yeah, he messed up the first night, but he cracked down and actually managed to do it. And if it wasn't for, the baby, and the thing he fucked up before even starting caring for the kid solo for a lot of time, with the boyfriend. And I feel bad for the guy because he actually did like her enough that he wouldn't have, he probably wouldn't have ever said anything. And he was just worried about making the date awkward. That was an excellent way to start the episode, His perspective on everything with the real. And using the Mole Man, the final villain from the last movie, as first villain this one, was an excellent choice in my opinion. But yeah. I do like that this movie somewhat addressed that it wouldn't be so easy to just go straight back to superheroing. Because, the same people who made superheroing illegal in this universe were probably still around and still just motivated. It might have taken a while, but they started cracking down again and even shut down the Super Project. And yeah, this is a far more rambling version of this because I'm trying not to just read off my notes. The notes are there to remind me of stuff. But right. I do like that, even if I don't think it did a fantastic job at that. That's one of the reasons why I don't think it was as good as the previous movie. And again, the whole not being suspicious part. You have a valid point. The villain did have a valid point about, trusting her because she built Elastic. Because what? She built Elastigirl bike. It was a great bike. Short-lived, but pretty great. And honestly, it really worked out well with her powers. I was like, okay, so I was always curious how she pulled that off with the splitting thing and everything. I mentioned Edna, but to go into more detail now, we're in spoiler mode. And yeah, I know the movie's been out for a while, but still. Some people haven't watched them yet, and they might have made the mistake of clicking on this video. Right. Anyways, Edna. When I saw them taking the baby to Edna's, I knew that they were there, mainly there to get her to make some baby-proof stuff. I wasn't expecting having her babysit, though. But I also knew that, despite her objections, once she saw everything the baby could do, she'd be excited. I did not expect her to take to the baby that much. I cracked up at both of the moments before that when we see the shell-shocked Fernando discovering how powerful the kid is. And similarly, I laughed my butt off late here when we saw the baby imitating, imitating her movements, including holding a lollipop. In the same way Edna holds her long cigarette thing. And the fact that she bonded with that baby enough that that now has access to her labs. Except for the password, but everything else. Oh, I've just remembered that scene where Violet renounces being a superhero and then tries to trash her suit. Sticks it in the garbage disposal, tries to get apart with her teeth, nothing. Meanwhile, just a little bit of tugging caused Elastigirl's costume to tear. Edna does fantastic work. Peter needs to replace that controller for the baby suit. I also kind of liked all the new heroes we got to meet, even though I do wish some of them had been a bit more fleshed out. It was neat to see more of this world. And stuff. And yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, it was fairly obvious one of the siblings had the villain. I was pegging the brother, so I gotta give mad props to the dude for the moment he realized what his sister was doing, to bail on her. Negotiated as many people as he could. Like, yeah, so I do cut to wish he had gone the extra mile and when Vi made her little snappy comments about his sister being super rich and being out on the streets to, say, yes, well, I'm also super rich. And she kind of committed an act of domestic terrorism. No. But then again, supervillains, I don't think they really count. Never really count that towards them. Actually, but you can count it domestic, considering she tried to kill world leaders. Anyways. Yeah, so, no. Realistically, that one would never know whatever hole she shoved into. I do have to give her points, though, for her mind control devices, because, to be frank, most supervillains, most mind control in fiction, tends to not leave the victim with very much, looking for a word here. Initiative. Right. I'm about to start really searching for to find it, and I wrote it down. Initiative. Not only can the mind-controlled heroes, for the most part, banter, at least one could, even if it's just barely, but they could show initiative and start doing things on their own. There's something suspicious. I'm going to go investigate it. That's really great. Yeah? The only flaw with the mind control is how, well, obvious it is if you know what to find look for. And their acting. Because they can't really act real well. But the initiative. Mind-controlled slaves was out generally lack initiative. That's a major flaw in fiction. This one managed to work the kinks out of that. But yeah, like that. I don't think the expanded superhero cast was perfectly done. Yes, it's very rambly. I'm going back and forth. But I do rather like some of the creativeness of their powers. Especially Crusher. The Crusher. Oh god. You want me to uncrush? That's stupid. Like, ask you to unpunch. Yeah. Anything else? I mean, it was fairly obvious once the baby into the plot. Once it was shown that they didn't know the baby had powers, that the baby would save them all. Because the villain wouldn't know to protect that either. So, but like I said, it was a solid movie. A lot of the things that made the last movie good were still there. It was more predictable than the last movie. And while it didn't have everything, and there was aspects that were more predictable, the expanded cast wasn't expanded upon very well. And at least the villain herself had a very different style than Syndrome and what she was trying to do. They both hated supers, but whereas Syndrome wished to undermine everybody by making everybody super, that crazy cynic wanted to, well, I think she just generally hated people in general, but wanted to, ensure supers had no chance of coming back. Because, yeah. I mean, for instance, she thought her brother's response to mind control would be, I'm gonna sell it. When in reality, his response was, what is wrong with you? So yeah. Okay, lots of props to that guy for, not living down to his sister's expectations. Let's see. The ending wasn't as good as the last one, but it was still funny and entertaining. With the, dropping the boy off and giving him money for tickets and some snacks and drinks. While she joined in saving the day. I thought she'd let them all do it, but no, she wanted to take part too. With the new Incredible. And oh my god, the Incredible wheel. However you pronounce it. I mean, it's really obvious that was going to be a Chekhov's car, but it was still well done. I feel. Like, especially since I completely forgot that thing even existed in the last movie. And here it is again. I do have to feel bad about the old government agent guy because of their antics getting him fired. So, from what I understand, the budget wasn't exactly great anyways for this project anyways. But yeah. I believe I stopped rambled off on their point about actually stepping up after the initial night of trouble, and if it wasn't for Jack's powers manifesting in the way they were, he might have actually been able to keep up fine, even with the boyfriend messed up. It was good. Like I said, it was a good movie. I enjoyed the stuff in this movie much like I enjoyed the last one. And part of what I felt watching it was like watching the old one again. And I love watching the old one. I especially loved watching the extra. It makes me wonder if they've got that with the normal DVD too, because I really like those. Like the one where the scene where instead of Helen flying plane, she actually has an old support buddy do it, and that scene ends with when the plane gets shot down, her being unable to save the old guy. Or that alternate scene where Syndrome breaks in their house and discovers that, you know, they've got kids and all that. It was a lot of that little stuff that came along with The Incredibles was great. I'm hoping that when I eventually get the DVD for this, they'll have stuff like that too. I'm just somewhat reminded of the fact that, attempt at future-proofing the baby's costume still ended up failing to live up to the baby's own superpowers. So she had to improve it even further. And my personal favorite, in creating edible fire extinguisher foam that tasted good. Which, yeah, that would definitely calm the baby down. I really like the part where they could get the baby to fire the lasers on his parents by going pew 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 pew. It's a really good movie. And I realize I'm rambling a lot, but I'm not sticking so much to my notes anymore as a guideline, and more just to remind me of anything I might have missed. Oh, and Mickey. There was a point when you could see 3 of the spinning mind control symbols, and they overlay each other to form Mickey's head. Yeah, my handwriting. Always as strict to read. It helps that my pen doesn't work correctly. But part of that is just so I can help remember stuff. But yeah, solid movie. Really enjoyed a lot of it. I mean, I really enjoyed it, and even the stuff that niggled me were great flaws for me, though they might stick out to other people. This I thought it was quality. I liked watching it, and I just recommend you watch it too. Anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough. I think it was a quality movie. I talked about the stuff I like, my first impression of it. It's very rambly, but that's what I started with these things, and I think I spent too much time. I'm starting to spend too much time recapping the movie in its entirety, instead of just going off the stuff I can remember and about it. With notes helping in case I've got anything particularly important because of various reasons. Like being tired. Anyways, I will see you all